Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the unboxing of the brand new Nerf Rebelle Rapid Glow. This is part of the new Super Stripes collection from the Rebelle line. This is not part of the Secrets and Spies line that just came out. This is kind of like a bunch, I want to compare it to the Z Squad of the Zombie Strike. It's kind of a subline. A couple of the older Rebelle blasters, some of the first ones that came out have been repainted, and then there's a couple of new ones like this one here. So we're just going to do a quick unboxing, show you guys what it looks like, and do some test fires and stuff like that, and see what we got in the new Rapid Glow. First things first, on the box, advertising Nerf Rebelle, of course 75 feet, which is nice to see. Uses 3 AA batteries. I hope that's AA batteries and not AAAs, because I do not have AAAs. Okay, I think it's AA's. Comes with 10 collectible darts. They're the new zebra stripe kind of look to them, or super stripe, excuse me. Zebras is what comes to mind. Only at Toys R Us, so it is a Toys R Us exclusive for now. And that's pretty much it. You see the blaster and the top of the 10-round magazine. So that's pretty much it. Now, what's interesting about this is it does not mention... Oh, okay, it does mention glow-in-the-dark darts. This is a glow-in-the-dark blaster, which is pretty cool. But I didn't see any kind of advertisement for it, except for in that little tiny print there, which is kind of weird. On the back here, we've got just the blaster itself, showing that the clip makes the darts glow, which is pretty cool. We'll check that out. Take aim, how to load, prime, all that. 75 feet again, and that's pretty much it. I don't see any other advertisements. Let's see here. Yes, we do. We have an advertisement for the, what I believe is called the Wild Glam, and I cannot remember what they're calling the Sweet Revenge. That's been repainted as well. But it does come with the Wild Glam, which we'll be doing a video on in a little bit, and the sunglasses and stuff. So nothing that we haven't seen too much of, or that we'll not be doing unboxings of here real soon. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and start by opening it up and showing you guys what comes in the box. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig in here. I don't know if there's a correct way of opening this or not. We'll try to find it really fast here. There is. If not, we'll just tear it open. But give me 1 second here, and we'll see if we can't do it the right way. Okay. There we go. So inside the box here we have the glow darts, nicely packaged, and they actually look really cool. We'll take a look at those in a little more detail in just a second here. We have the instruction manual, we have the blaster and the 10-round magazine, which looks really short for some reason. We'll check it out and see how it compares to a 12-round in just a minute, but let's go ahead and take it out of the box here. They've got it taped and twined, so I'm just going to cut the twine. And that should do it. Oh, a little bit more up here. Maybe. Alright, so that should do it. So let's go ahead and flip it back over and take the magazine out and the blaster itself, which is taped down at the bottom too. Apologize for the slowness here. Okay, so there it is. We'll go ahead and take the packaging and set it to the side. Now, before we dig in here, let's go and take a look at the manual real quick and see what we have in here. Anything particular? I always look in here just to see if they've got any advertisements or anything. Very rarely do they, but it does require the 3 AA batteries which go in the magazine, which we'll put in just a second here. Shows how to load and prime the blaster, and that's pretty much it. And a bunch of warnings in a bunch of different languages. So that's going to be it for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the magazine here. As you can see, I've got a 12-round magazine. Let's do a quick comparison. And wow, it is very, very close to the same size. I don't know how that exactly holds 2 less darts. It should only hold about 1 less, but that could be due to glow darts inside. Let's go ahead and take our screwdriver and batteries here and throw them in just so we can show. 1 battery door up here at the top. And load it up. Okay, so now that we got that, as you can see, the blaster itself reminds a lot of the Retaliator in design. It's a top prime, top pull, so it's very similar in that. However, they did add the stock that is similar to the Rebelle crossbow. Now, this is very uncomfortable for me. It's really, really short. As you can see on my arm, that doesn't even hardly come to half of my arm. So it's very uncomfortable for me. Now, for a girl, that's probably not bad, but I still think it's going to be made specifically for little girls, not anyone over the height of 4 feet probably. The stock is very uncomfortable, I'll be honest. It is kind of cool as a second hold. I don't know if that's of any use at all, but it's almost more of a grip than it is a shoulder stock, and it's very uncomfortable in my arms. Do not like that. The grip is very small. The trigger pull is very weird. As you can see, it's kind of open up in here, but it slides up in the top, so you get that weird pull to it. However, the prime is very easy. It does not have slam fire, which is what I was testing there. It does have ambidextrous magazine releases. We'll go ahead and throw the magazine in there. It has to be primed back, of course. And with the batteries, it makes it got a little bit of heft, but it's not bad. It's rather light for what it is. Jam door up on top, which gives you access to the insides here. Again, very little barrel, which is good for accuracy and range reasons. As you can see, the barrel is rifled, of course, inside. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not rifled, it's straight bored, but it has a larger diameter on the outside, which is rather nice too. So let's go ahead and load it up and see what we got here. One quick thing. Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at the darts. These are, again, supposed to be glow-in-the-dark elite ranges, so they should be elite-style darts. I'm going to say they're probably just elite glow darts with new printing on them, which is never a bad thing, but they can probably be used with a lot of others as well. So let's go ahead and take those out of the packaging and take a look at them here. They are fairly squishy compared to normal darts. I'll just warn you of that. Code on these is code K. And they have that zebra pattern to them. I imagine they glow fairly decently. Of course, it's broad daylight, so it's not going to be able to see very well in here. But let's go ahead and take a look real quick and see if we can show you. Not a thing. Okay, I might have to do a little bit of testing later on. So we're going to go ahead and load this up with standard elite darts and switch over to the firing test. Okay, so I've gone ahead and loaded it with 10 standard elite darts as per all my tests. We're going to go ahead and load it up into the blaster, prime it and fire it, and again I'm going to try to keep these as shoulder level as possible. Ranges are proving to be really good. Even when rapid firing, you're getting great ranges, which is a good sign. Honestly, that's probably some of the best ranges I've seen out of any of the stock Rebelle blasters. I have not checked out the firing demos very much of the, I believe it's the Red Storm or something like that, the new motorized, or I'm sorry, flywheel blaster. I have one and it seems to be getting about the same ranges, honestly, which is pretty impressive. It's a lot like the Retaliator. This is only the second blaster in the Rebelle line that uses, what would you say, clip or magazine fed, so that's kind of nice to see them converting that over. I will be showing in the conversion exactly how that compares to with using standard darts, or excuse me, using standard magazines versus the elite, or excuse me, the Rebelle ones. I'll get it right eventually. We're going to go ahead and load it up with suction cup darts now, which is kind of a standard test, and just see how well it performs with that, if it improves accuracy or anything. And we've got 10 of those loaded up. So here we go. Ranges seem to be just about the same, and again, this is only about 25 feet away. The wall there is. However, ranges are on par with every of the other elite blasters we've been firing through this, and it also performed a lot better accuracy, of course, with the suction cup tips. So that's definitely a nice thing to see. So we're going to go ahead and switch back over to the conclusion and conclude this video up on the new Rebelle Rapid Glow. Okay, so let's go ahead and I guess conclude the new Rapid Glow unboxing and kind of a first opinion on it. One thing I do want to do before we completely just go off into my opinion, I did want to show it does have a tactical rail along the top, so you can attach any standard or Rebelle style attachments like the smartphone mount. It's actually not that bad. The prime, of course, that wouldn't make for very good quality camera footage, but it does, you know, offer that. So if you want to attach anything else, say you want to throw on a clear shot scope, it does work because it's almost identical to, I think it is identical to the standard in-strike rails. So honestly, that doesn't even look half bad. It even matches, and it looks kind of neat. But of course, it is the slide portion of it, so it's not very user-friendly. Let's go ahead and load up a 12-round magazine just to make sure that it is compatible, which it is, of course, and still looks great, honestly. So that's really nice to have. One more thing before we quit, going over features, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the Rebelle Blast, or the Rebelle 10-round magazine in a long shot, just because that's what I have, the new Zombie Strike long shot. And if I prime it back all the way, it loads perfectly, no problems there, it's going to work correctly. So it is usable between the in-strike and the Rebelle line. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that. Personal opinion, this retails for $29.99. It's a high dollar, what I want to say, Retaliator reshell. I think it works better than the Retaliator. I like the feel of it. It's a lot more comfortable. The grip up top here is just a lot more, I feel like it's a lot more sturdy. I don't know, I just really like the feel of how the blaster shoots. However, for $29.99, you're paying a lot for the glow dart technology, and honestly, it's fun to use sometimes, but it's not very practical. Now, if you are using Night Wars, I've actually played full-out blackouts with glow-in-the-dark darts, which is extremely fun. Probably one of the most fun game modes I've ever done. And it's definitely, you know, worth it in that fact. But it's a 10-round magazine. The 18-round is still superior to it. I know when it comes to glow darts and stuff like that, you can't pick darts to pick them up, so you want to have as many rounds as you can. And the 18-round does perform a little bit better. So for what it is, though, for being Rebelle Blaster and such, it's definitely great. It performs great. It's very uncomfortable, which is a downfall. The forward grip is awesome. I think it's one of the most comfortable forward grips on it, just how the magazine and everything feels, but the stock is horrendous. For very few people are going to find that stock comfortable just for how small it is, and it just really gets in the way. Even when you're trying to bullpup it, or I'm sorry, not bullpup, SMG it, it's just very tight and very uncomfortable in your shoulder. So that's a little bit of downfall. Would I recommend it for $29.99? Probably not. It's just a Retaliator unless you like the looks of it and, you know, you really like the idea. Me personally, I'm glad I picked it up. I'll definitely be using it. However, for the money, it's probably not worth it if you've got other options out there, unless just something jumps out at you on this one that you just really like, whether it's the color scheme or the design or anything like that, then it's definitely worth it. But when comparing to all other blasters out on the market, just not quite up to par. So I hope that explains some stuff for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe, that helps out a lot, and you'll be up to date on all the new releases. Also check out Facebook at facebook.com/nerftome2. Leave messages on there and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. And I think that's about it. So thank you guys again for watching. This has been the unboxing and first look at the brand new Nerf Rebelle Rapid Glow from the Super Stripes line.